A pip and a point, it's a measurement of how much money are you really making or losing when this price, this red and green price is moving or moves. If you've ever seen this candlestick, this red candlestick going down, and you took a sell, then you are profiting. Now, where you've made a sell and where the current price is, that's a measurement. And the difference between the price where you entered and the price where the current market is, we have a difference. And that difference is what we call a point or pip. Now, a precise way to count, we use points. This is the precise way to count. But to sound more like, easy to understand, we use pips. Let me explain the pips for everybody to understand. Think of your pip like money, $1. Think of your pip like €1. Think of your pip like £1. Think of your pip like R1. Think of your points like cents. That's it. So this is how you can actually understand the points or pips. It's simple. It is simple. So most platforms like MetaTrader 5, TradingView, MetaTrader 4, all those C-Trader platforms, they're using the points to be precise so that they know the stop loss and also take profit level price. Because in most cases, you must understand that this price that you see on the right here, if you count, let's count together, this 34.30.60, 34.30.60, we have 4 digits, then 2 digits after the comma. It's simple. So when we tap here, section codes, we see the financial assets. We can trade any financial assets, and we can also add any financial asset that we would like to trade here. Such in this case, let's add the volatility 75, the volatility, this synthetic indexes, we can also add them. When we go back, we look at the price here. You can see the price here. We have 2, 4, 6, 6 digits and 2 digits after the comma. It's simple. So now, this is a precise way to count the points or count the pips. The platform MetaTrader 5 will do this for you. So to really count how much money you are making or how much money you are really losing, and also where to set the stop loss and where to set take profit using the price. Let's understand everything so that you understand what's happening here. What's a pip? What's a point? If you're a beginner, a pip, it's a short term. It's a short term that stands for percentage in point. Percentage in point. And we're talking about 10 here. We're talking about 10. So each and every time a number changes from 9, or it's 9 here, and goes to 10, then it has to be changed to 0, and we have 1 this side. I trust you understand. So if right now we are talking about 1 pip, that is equals to 10 points. 10 points. Let me explain how that is done, how that is calculated, so that you understand counting everything, because it's important to understand the points. Because if you do not understand the points and you do not understand the pips, you will not know how to count the spread. For example, let's take this example of GBP USD here. GBP USD. We have this price here, this bid price, this price for you to make a sell, and this is a price for you to make a buy. Between these two prices, we have a difference. We have a difference. If you minus this price with this price, you will get a difference of 2 pips. You'll get a difference of 2 pips, because if you minus this one with this one, you'll get 0. It will be 0. You minus this and this, you'll get 0. You minus this with this, get 0. You minus this with this, you get a number, and you minus this with this, you get what? The 0, 2. I trust you understand. So we have what? The 2 pip. Because of what? When you minus this prices, when you minus this price with this price, you get 2 pips. And this 2 pips is equivalent to 20 points. To be precise, is equivalent to 20 points. So you can use a calculator. Mine now is using my head here. So if I did some wrong calculations here, please note that I was using my head here, and we have to be precise. So you use a calculator, type this, then minus, you will get the 2 pips. Once you get this 2 pip, it's important to know it's equivalent to 20 points. So to sound more standard and universal, we use the pips, just like the example that I gave you, that we say €1 or we say $1, right? So it is simple to understand what you're talking about than saying 100 cents. Now, the spread, it's important to know the points so that you can count the spread, to count the profit, to count stop loss, which is SL, TP, to count stop loss and TP. And also when you use the buy limit, the orders, these market orders, if you tap here, these are the market orders. If you're using the SPY limit, sell limit, it's important to understand where to set your buy limit, your sell limit. If you tap an asset, let's tap an asset here. That is simple to understand. Euro USD. We tap on properties. If you're using an iPhone, you tap on details. You'll be able to see stop levels. This stop levels applies to your stop loss. Applies to your stop loss. Where you place a stop loss, you have to place a stop loss after 20 points. These are points. And also you'll be able to count what we call the swap points. These points, you'll be able to count these points that they charge you for holding a trade. This swap long is holding a trade overnight, and these are hidden fees that actually make you to, like when you profit, you will see that you're not profiting the amount of money that you're supposed to profit. You are paying what? You're paying a swap. These are interest, right? The short, you are profiting, so you must know how much money they are giving you in points, so you can count this. But when you count this, we have what we call a lot size. This is the volume here. You must also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you learn more about what a lot size is, how to use it, so that even though if you like to actually use a robot, you like to use a certain strategy, trend line, support and resistance, all the strategies, you can know the lot size, you can know the points. If you're holding a trade overnight, how much money you will be charged, how much money you will profit. The long represent a buy, the short represent a sell. Simple. So you will know if right now you understand how to the point. It's important to know this so that you can be able to understand your risk, because you'll be thinking that you are risking $1, but in reality you are risking $2 or €2. So it's important to know this. So when you go back, understand that spread, for those who need to know more about spread, we have another tutorial on this channel. YouTube, go to YouTube, open your YouTube, subscribe to Bozza the Trader, and we have another tutorial whereby I explain a spread, how spread affects your profit. This is a hidden fee in Forex, and it's important to know a spread. So now, the moment you click buy, you click sell, you are what? You are risking in points. So it's important to understand the points. Now let's make a real example in a real trading environment. Just tap on Euro USD section codes, tap on chart. I recommend that you use MetaTrader 5 for that, so that you can understand what is happening on the market. So let's tap here, let's tap buy. Now once we tap buy, our order is open, right? We tap on that order, we tap on SL. Now once we tap on SL, we see this horizontal line here. You can see this horizontal line has a price here, has a price where we made a buy, has a price where we want to set a stop loss. And this price, if we scroll like this, we tap and hold like this, we can tap and hold and move it a bit down here. You can see that SL, we can set it at 2.25, which is equivalent to 75 points. 75 points. And this 75 point is 7.5 pips, because if you take the 75, you say 75 divide by 10, you get what? You get 7.5 points, pips here. So now you know how many pips you are risking. Because of what? Because you divide by 10. So we divide by 10 and you'll know the pips that you actually profited. It's simple. Percentage in point. We divide by 10. Now, this is just a standard way of saying I've profited this how much pips. So to set a stop loss, you set it like this. This is a number of points, and this is how much you are actually losing. If you're using MetaTrader 4, you will not be able to count this. You'll have to count it manually by minusing this price. See this price here with this price, then whatever that you get here, because if you minus this price and this price, you probably get 0.00075. Then you will need to do the calculations manually, and doing the calculations manually, you must understand contract size. So it might be challenging for you to actually count the contract size, but to keep it simple, you can use MetaTrader 5, right? Now you can also do the one of TP. You can see if right now we can tap and drag, and we're comfortable with where we want to set a take profit. We see the number of points, we see the value there. It's important. So now we can go ahead and modify this. For those who are failing to set a stop loss, this is not just an easy way for you to actually set a stop loss. And then the order is modified. We click trade and we see the order here. We tap here. We are able to see the SL. We are able to see the TP price. Everything we are setting using price. But the application will count this for you. So we go to chart again and we see the order here. The TP is there. If we tap on this, we are able to see the number of points. But when it comes to getting an entry and getting an exit, you must understand market structure. We have another tutorial on the channel whereby I teach you market structure, where you get in, where you get out, and confirming an entry. So this is what you need to do so that you understand the number of points, the value. So you don't need to do these calculations. The app will do it for you, unless if you're using MetaTrader 4, unless if you're using TradingView, which might challenge you to actually understand some of the things. Unless if you're using a different platform, then it will actually be challenging to understand. But if you understand the price. Now let's get back to what I actually wanted to share with you, the contract size. Let's actually tap on this asset and tap on properties. It's important to understand this contract size when it comes to counting manually, because if you count manually like this, you can take the 75 and times by the lot size. If you go back here, we go to chart, we tap here and we see the 75 points. We can take the 75 times it by 0.03, we'll get this amount. Let's go back, let's use our calculator and count that together. So we can use our calculator and say the 75 times 0.03. Then you can get this amount. You can see it's simple when you're using the currencies, because the currencies, most of them, they are having a contract size of 100K. But what in case you have an asset that has a 10K contract size, or 30K contract size, or even 30 contract size? So it's a bit challenging now, because you have to count in this way. To be accurate, you have to count in this way. So you will take your contract size, which is 100K of Euro USD, which is 100K. This is the contract size, times it by the lot size, which is 0.03. So now you can see we've made a buy. We bought 3,000 units. Then now once you have this, you'll be able now to count using this price that you've actually minused. Like you've minused those two prices, now you'll be able to count with this. So you will say the 0.03 and it gives you 3,000, and times now by this number of 0.00075, and then you'll get your amount of money. It's that simple. It's that simple. But we've minus two prices. Remember, we've minus two prices. If we go back, we've minus two prices: the price where we've made a buy and the price where we've made a stop loss. If we tap here, you can see these are the two prices. So the 75, it is because we've minus here, and it will give you in your calculator, it will give you 0.00075. So this is the most accurate way of counting any financial asset. If you like to count for Volatility 75, you like to count for, let's say you like to count for gold, because gold doesn't have, if you tap here, you tap on properties and you can go to details. If you're using an iPhone, the contract size for gold is 100. and you're able to count that. You count the profit. I trust you understand. But when it comes to counting the spread, when it comes to counting the spread, you can just easily use this number. So it's that simple. I trust you understand. If you have any difficulties, you don't have to pay for any of this information. This is free information. You must know and learn and understand it. So this is your way for you to actually understand how to use the points. It's that simple. So the next time someone asks you, what's a point, what's a PIP, tell them, we've measured profit, we've measured the stop loss, points level. So we use these points to actually understand how much money we are losing, how much money we are profiting when it comes to using these points and pips. So I trust you understand. Now that you understand pips, now points, you're no longer guessing how much money you're risking or earning. This is your way for you to trade the financial market and make money. Even if you're trading news or you're trading on a technical, technical, or you're a technical trader, or you're not just trading news, you must know this. For me personally, when I started trading, I was trading news, so I knew for sure, like, I'm using the buying orders, the pending orders. So I'll need to understand what the spread that the broker's is charging, and also when I place a buy limit or sell limit, I'll also need to understand the sell stop, the stop levels. It's in points. If I'm holding a trade, I also need to understand the number of points that are actually being charged, or if I go with a short position, how much money do I make? So that's all. Stay blessed. I love you all. See you in another tutorial. If there's anything that you actually need to let me know in the comment section below, and please comment on the section below. Tell me how many pips did you gain or lose last week on your demo account, on your real account. Subscribe, like, comment, share the videos with others. I love you all.